I don't even know if I uploaded the last video. Officer pleads guilty to manslaughter in George Floyd's death. Amazon employee found dead, supposedly mauled by dogs. Michael Phelps mourning a loss. California teacher accused of hiding missing teen for almost 2 years. How fucking sick is this goddamn world? Daily Digest, something about gun control laws. Something from CBS about Trump's efforts to repeal mail-in voting. Fox News. You would think they would agree with it. They've been talking about Vladimir Putin having cancer. A lot of the different news sources. This one mentions intravenous marks on hand. Newsweek. Clarence Thomas is giving the finger to Supreme Court tribe. I wonder what that means. What? Professor Lawrence Tribe has accused Supreme Court Associate Justice Clarence Thomas of giving the court the finger after he temporarily blocked a Georgia subpoena. Oh, something about overturning the election results. Tackling Depression with Psychedelics, new Phase 2 clinical study begins at Yale. Canadian-based psychedelics biopharma company, Algernon, trial agreement of multiple IV doses of DMT for the treatment of depression. DMT... Of course, they chose Yale. Why wouldn't they? Dosing results are positive. Company will own rights to it. I don't particularly agree with that. Companies patenting and owning the rights to a natural, completely natural substance. Or is DMT one of the synthetic ones? Canada's canopy triggers U.S. pot deals without legalization. New study, something about using cannabis before surgery can make it more painful. Somehow I find that hard to believe. It's probably the mix of their shit. See, how crazy is this? Indiana jail deputy hospitalized after patting down man with fentanyl. If you can just touch something and it kill you other than like one of those poisonous dart frogs, treachery. Ohio man gets probation, fined for shooting a protected bald eagle. Why in the hell would he kill one of them? Michigan man gets life for kidnap, rape of teen girl whose braces he ripped out. Those are the reasons I don't like reading the news. Something about Boone County. Oh, here, I want to see this one. Which states put marijuana on the ballot for 2022? Recreational. Arkansas, Maryland, Missouri, North Dakota, and South Dakota have measures on their ballots this fall. They would join 19 states in the District of Columbia recreational cannabis. They must have not gotten enough signatures for Ohio. I thought they had. Missouri, North Dakota ballot. Well, Maryland lawmakers voted earlier this year to put the question on the ballot. Wouldn't be legal until July 2023 if voted in with a transitional period. South Dakota. Federally, marijuana is still classified as one. Idaho, Kansas, and Nebraska are the only states that have not implemented any kind of public use marijuana program, either medical or recreational, according to the National Conference of State Legislators. What? Well, that's false. Kentucky still hasn't legalized medical marijuana, as far as I know, or have they at this point? Did Governor Beshear sign the damn executive order? June 15th, Kentucky governor signs medical cannabis executive order. How in the hell did I miss that? Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear to review state marijuana possession convictions. Wait a minute, that says marijuana moment. And that's not a legitimate enough one. I don't think he's signed it yet, or else it would be. June 14th, he names members of the committee. Kentucky Cannabis Executive Order status. course, an executive order can supersede legislation. That one said that he had already signed it. A load of shit. Well, like I said, he should go ahead and sign the damn thing and move on to more important issues. No offense, no disrespect. It's pointless to sit and argue about it. Bashir Wayne executive action on medical, and this is October 20th, 2022. WDRB out of Louisville created the Medical Marijuana Advisory Committee and said he's weighing signing the executive order he had said he would issue in April. As I stated, he should sign the damn thing and move on. Six months later, and he's still weighing whether he's going to sign it. He should, and be done with it. There are more important things to discuss. Oh, and for people not to believe my case, here's something in Newsweek. Ex-elementary school principal convicted on 46 counts in child sex case. Where in the hell's this? New York. Ugh. Antidepressants can have an unexpected effect on your skin. Yes, they can. They can make you burn more easily, for starters. There's this new story again. California teacher charged with hiding missing teenager for nearly 2 years. DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, boosts research production. No surprise there. NASA launches new UFO study. That teacher, that California teacher, here's another one, says she was 61 years old. The craziest conspiracy theories that people actually believe. Popular mechanics. The moon landing was fake. The government killed JFK. Probably wasn't the government itself. Just people with anti-government ties. COVID was engineered by the media. Earth has been sucked into a black hole. Disney created Frozen as a distraction. It's hollow. The world is flat. Well, that's boring. Prince Charles is a vampire. Conspiracy theories. Popular mechanics. The title of it's the craziest conspiracy theories that people actually believe. Something about an Ohio superintendent and an anarchist bimbo. Sometimes I read the news and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Woman shocked as strange rash turns out to be rare autoimmune disorder. Boo-hoo. Let's see what this is about. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, however she pronounced the O part of it, AOC. Right-wingers lose their minds after AOC responded to anti-LGBTQ protesters by dancing. Kill them with kindness. These homophobes were yelling Westboro Baptist style anti-blah blah slogans. What do you think I'm going to do? Take them seriously? You best watch those kind of people. They can be very fucking dangerous. But then they'll point the finger and say people with my fucking health and eccentric behavior are dangerous. Please. Look at all the dirty shit I have pointed out. Well, that's a scary article. Listen to this one. Is it time to add schizophrenia to the list of unusual long COVID symptoms? I'm going to go a little into detail about this one because schizophrenia seems to be a mental illness, while serious and legitimate, that they label patients with a little too easily, much like bipolar disorder. If you will look at the symptomology of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, a lot of it overlaps with things like post-traumatic stress disorder, dissociative identity disorder, etc. You have to really listen to the patient and understand their background and their story to go forward with an accurate mental health diagnosis. I was raped repeatedly. I have the imaging to prove I was brutally assaulted. It was all very fucking traumatic. So something like bipolar with my mood swings, it doesn't really fit. They're called triggers. My family are part of them. Triggers. I don't like it that way, but it's just reality for me. No matter what medications I take, what or how much, they always lead to the inevitable. Out of that huge list that I posted with law enforcement, Zoloft, Celexa, Lexapro, blah blah, most of them samples because my parents claimed we couldn't afford them. Probably not even notated in the chart sometimes, maybe. I don't know. Only one or two of them did what they were supposed to do without making me want to kill myself. But of course they loved hearing that because of laws like KRS 503.100 and their Bible-beating bullshit. Like I said, my aunt and uncle, Nan and Bill Kelly, were donors to the Wesleyan Church. They believed they could beat demons from people, Brooke Covington style, and our home church had ties to North Carolina. Where did Patrick Boggs get his precious criminal justice degree? Kentucky Wesleyan. So if you all aren't catching on to the pattern of misconduct and behavior and such, eat shit. And that's part of my culture and deeply held religious beliefs, much like theirs of beating demons out of people and allowing, filth to be sodomized by animals. And then the cooler people wanting to capitalize and profit from it by offering to buy me animals to screw to produce more child porn. As I said, Donald wasn't the only one doing it. But, I was called a liar. Oh well. So, Horde v. Commonwealth of Kentucky has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Shall I talk more about Sam and Ruvana and several of the other law enforcement officials? involved with the Kehoe rape barn. Like I said, they didn't really use it anymore, and the stripping room had a fairly clean old mattress in it, and sex toys for fun. When I spoke with Miss Lisa Bradford, oh, some kids were partying over there and accidentally burnt it down. How convenient. Sam Bavard told me that it was sold to an out-of-state person. I'd like to know who. Shall I go talk to Stephanie? I don't think so. They diagnosed my mother with schizophrenia. She's crazy. She's concerned, and my father would have driven anyone crazy. Masonic children, the gay ones, talking about splitting in half, mentally and physically. It's a form of torture. They measure it and see who survives, who's stronger. It's sickening. All the while, the granddaughter is sitting and talking about how charitable the Masonic order is. Let's ask the kids, the male children, injured and or killed by the wrong gun, how goddamn charitable that was. Hand me my fucking checkbook. My Louis Vuitton checkbook. Now, do you understand why they had to have me labeled as mentally ill? You can't believe a word out of his mouth. Eat shit. To before leaving Maysville. We love you. We find you attractive, even as the straight men we are, but the only thing we can't stand is that fucking mouth. It's not what you said last night. Won't wash my hair, then make 'em bounce like a basketball.